talking to Anna Delgado from East Lansing, and won out here in the 3200 meter. It looked like a tough race out there.
Yes, it was definitely 32. You have to stay consistent. I mean, it's really tempting to go hard the first couple laps, but I was just like, you know, use my watch, just stay consistent, see what happens. We had a really good front pack to work with. So.
And how did it progress after that first 4 laps?
Wow. Well, 5th lap, I started to notice, you know, kids that are pulling away, and so I was like, just tuck in, you know, stay right behind them. Everyone was really consistent, and then by the 6th lap, I started pushing a little, and I noticed the girls next to me weren't pushing up with me, so I was like, okay, you might be able to do this. And the last 2 laps, I was just like, stay consistent. Last lap, give it everything you have, go all the way. So,
how did it feel to win a state title?
Amazing. The 1 mile was pretty close up until I was just absolutely gassed the last 200. But it means everything, especially in cross. I only ran 3 meets because I had a stress fracture, and so to come back and have this moment, it means the world to me. So.
Yeah. How did you come back from that mile? I mean, you had a great performance in the hot weather against a really good runner, but obviously you looked a little disappointed after that.
Yeah.
How did you come back mentally and recharge and get yourself in the mindset to compete?
Well, for me, I think it was just like, these are 2 separate events. Yeah, it's states, but you know, anything can happen at states. People break their PRs by 10 seconds, and so I was just like, you know, gotta stay steady in your 2 mile and just have fun really with it, because often, especially at a place like states, it's really easy to get caught up in the, oh, everyone's so good, and like get anxious about it, but just kind of releasing some of that pressure after the 1 really helped me in the 2 mile.
Did that they'll give you a lot of confidence though after running that 1600 meters so well?
It did, yeah. I knew, especially, thank God for air conditioning, when to go sit in a cool car after that and just recharge, but it gave me confidence that, you know, you still have a race left and just give it your all and see what can happen. So,
do you feel like you had a little bit different mindset in the 2 mile, and then were you able to kind of gather yourself and have a different kind of last lap or 2 than you did in the mile?
Absolutely. The 2 mile for me is personally my favorite race, just because you get to settle in and really be with yourself. Where in the mile it's kind of like, oh, there's the finish and you gotta go. But for the 2 mile, yeah, it allowed me to just kind of settle in, think about it, try to enjoy the race as much as possible, and that helps me out a lot. So.
Did you notice the heat out there at all?
I did. And the water cups, very, very helpful. I think about 5th lap, it was getting pretty hot, but yeah.
How satisfying was it to, you know, that last couple 100 meters when you had a lead and you knew you had it, and you know, after what happened in the 1600, it had to be one of the greatest feelings you've ever felt.
Right about on the curve. We do this thing in practice called finish 150s, and so you go to race pace for 50 and then crank it out for another 50 all the way for the last 50. And I heard my coach yell, finish 150s, and I was like, okay, gotta turn it on. The last 100, I didn't hear anyone behind me, granted, like there could have been, but just going and using those arms all the way, and it's kind of this surreal moment when you're almost at the finish and you're like, wow, I think I'm gonna be a state champion. And just that last 100 was amazing.
Is it exciting with the crowd coming down this straight?
Absolutely. I just had graduation yesterday, and so all of my family's in from out of state and out of town, and all the support from my team too has been wonderful.
So where are you headed off to next year?
I'm headed to Northwestern. Go Cats. Very, very excited to be a part of that amazing team. So, yeah.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
And what will you be studying there next year?
Undecided major, but most likely psychology and minor in Spanish.
All right. All right. So excited to go over to that Chicago area then?
Yes. Beautiful runs by the lake. Very pumped for it.
All right. And I know they always have seems like some good distance runners that come out of Northwestern.
The team has been on the rise in the Big Ten, especially for cross country. So I'm very excited to be contributing to that next year.
All right. Well, congratulations on your win here in the 3200 meter and your second place in the 1600 meter. So great job. And we'll look forward to seeing you running at Northwestern next year.